What's up, y'all? This Jay checking back in, man. I noticed it's been a while since I last did posted anything up, but life. So, but I'm back today for TV review. Young Justice season 4, titled Phantoms. Honestly, I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it right off the bat, man. I This season was trash. This season was ass. This season and last season. Like I said, the first two seasons were dope back in the day when it was still on Cartoon Network. You know, Then when the show was canceled, then it was on a indefinite 6 year hiatus. You know, like I'll admit, like I said, I was one of the many fans excited back when I heard that the show was being renewed, was being revived. Yeah, I was on cloud nine like I was like, okay, cool. We getting some more Young Justice. Yeah, it ain't gonna be on Cartoon Network no more. So let's see what they do with this. The executive producers and the writers, they got more creative freedom. They can do what they want. They ain't gotta hold nothing back. Because Cartoon Network, not on Cartoon Network. And even when it came back, I was like, that third season was trash, and this season was equally trash. The main gripe that a lot of fans had, including myself, was that last season they introduced way too many characters. I'm sick to death of these damn time skips like every fucking season. Like god damn, what is with all the time skips? Like damn, one each season could take place a month or 3 months after the previous season. Like damn, why we got to do 2 to 5 year time skips? Like so that was another thing that, well, I don't know about everybody else, but I was getting tired of the time skips. It was starting to get annoying after a while. Like I said, this season, they broke it up into like 4 or 5 part arcs based on the original set of characters from season one. Nightwing, Superboy, Miss Martian, Aqualad, Rocket, Zatanna, you know, which I thought was, I mean, I thought it was a unique Artemis. Yeah, I forgot about Artemis. Yeah, I thought it was a cool concept because they wanted to not do the same thing they did last season, which they kind of ended up doing because they were both equally bad. The first half, the start of the season, we got Superboy and Miss Martian going to Mars, to get married. Superboy, Miss Martian, and Beast Boy. And when upon arriving to Mars, they notice everybody on Mars is, a lot of racism. They're not a fan of different um, two different races being married. Planning on getting married. Then come to find out that is behind the scenes, it's a secret assassin who is trying to eliminate one of the main characters, which is Superboy. At the time we don't know why, but yeah, Superboy becomes a target and doesn't know that he's a target. So a bomb was a bomb was found, and it was going to take out everybody on Mars. Blah blah blah. So Superboy and his attempt in trying to stop it, even though he was a few days with no sunlight, so his powers were weakened. And when his attempt to stop it, he ended up falling into a pit of lava, and it is presumed at, as we the viewers that he's dead because all we don't see a body, we just see him going into the lava, and the bomb explodes, and it was last minute. It was laced with kryptonite fragments, so you know Superboy being half Kryptonian equals kryptonite. So yes, he is presumed to be dead. Miss Martian is devastated. Superman and Martian Manhunter get there, but they don't get there in time to rescue Connor. So, you know, they're all under the impression that he's dead, and Miss Martian is devastated because the the man that she loves, she didn't get to have her big wedding, which you feel for her. But then going to the next arc, we have Artemis. She gets the news of Superboy's passing, his untimely demise, and she goes on her arc. It was okay. Could have been better. Didn't really care for it. Then we go to Zatanna, the Zatanna arc, which is based on magic, and I would probably say that was the worst out of the arcs. Like, I'm a big Zatanna fan. I love the character, but it was just so boring. It was written terribly. None of the characters interest me. I was like, can we skip on to the next arc? Yeah, this is kind of a slow burn, and during the middle of the season, then we go to Aqualad, the Aqualad arc, based on Atlantis, and he, Calder, trying to take on everything, you know, he's still coming to terms of Superboy's demise, and his family and friends, they're telling him like, hey, you know, you taking on a lot, you should take some time off from hero duty, get you in check, you know, focus on you. Calder, being stubborn, being the which he's actually my favorite character, Aqualad, Calderon. But yeah, he's like, no, like, life, the mission still goes on, life still goes on. No, I can't afford to, take a break, take some time off to myself. I can't afford to do that right now. Then after his arc, we go into the Rocket Rocket arc. Um, Actually, I really like this arc. Actually, I really liked her arc. We find out that her son has autism, and her and her son's father are separated. And they're trying to figure out what certain programs to put him in that would you know help him out. And uh, Rocket, or Raquel, her real name, she's she has Justice League duties, so she's not really trying to deal with deal with that at the moment. So we go through her arc. Her arc is pretty good. We later find out that Superboy actually isn't dead, and he was accidentally, instead of dying on Mars, he was accidentally teleported to the Phantom Zone. And for all the comic book fans that know what the Phantom Zone is, based on Superman mythology, yeah, so he ended up getting accidentally teleported to the Phantom Zone. He doesn't know how he got there. Um, He finds this chick unconscious, named Phantom Girl. She is a member of the Legion of Superheroes from the 31st century. Then during his time in the Phantom Zone, he comes across General Zod and a bunch of other Kryptonians that were imprisoned in the Phantom Zone before Krypton exploded. And Superboy, his mind, the longer he's in the Phantom Zone, his mind begins to alter, and he suffers from zone sickness. I think that's what they called it, zone sickness. So, he's starting to hallucinate, revert. His mind is reverting back to his original programming back during the pilot, back in season one. Um, so he sort of shifts gears to General Zod and these rogue Kryptonians. And then we get into the final arc of the season, the Nightwing arc. Um, yeah, it was cool. Like, it was cool seeing Nightwing again. They all find out that, yeah, Superboy's still alive. Then they conjure up a plan with detective skills. Conjure up a plan to go into the Phantom Zone and retrieve Superboy, bring him back to the real world. And then we have the final battle. Then, you know, then luckily it does. The season does have a happy ending. Once evil, once the heroes, um, once they triumph over evil, over the antagonist, we finally get the wedding for Superboy and Miss Martian. They had a lot of heroes there. So yeah, so the season ends on a high note. I'll say that it does end on a good note. Then at the end, we get a little intake. Uh, we 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 glimpse over to Apocalypse, and we see Darkseid's servants talking to him, and we get a glimpse of two characters. One that's already been introduced in the series, Mary Marvel, the sister of Billy Batson, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, the twin sister of Billy Batson, which she's turned over to the dark side. She's what, Black Marvel. I think that's what they said her name was, Black Marvel. So she's pretty much a female Black Adam, pretty much. And a character that I've been excited for, who I didn't expect to appear, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl. Soon as they showed her, I was like, ooh, I was on cloud nine. I was like, man, damn. I was like, I'm so happy to introduce her. As of right now, the show has not been renewed for season five. Um, if, like I said, it is what it is. Like I said, I have not enjoyed these past two seasons. If it does get a fifth season, of course I'm gonna watch, because I want to see where they're gonna go with this storyline. So once again, even though the heroes won, behind the scenes, the real masterminds is still Vandal Savage and the Light and Dark Side and Apocalypse. I was like, I'm sick. I'm sick of Vandal Savage and the Light. Like, they've literally been the main antagonists the entire series. So I don't really know, but that's my overall review. Um, yeah, it wasn't a good season. Like I said, it had a good ending. It was parts that I liked about the season, But overall, this was not a good season. I'm more excited for Harley Quinn season 3. I'm more excited for that. Like, cause this shit was trash. Like I said, it had some cool moments in it. Like I said, the season ended on a good note, and that end credit tag was that's all that was pretty much all that satisfied me. So until next time, keep I'm gonna get with y'all. Take it easy. Have a good day.